Hi, my name is Matthew Bose with Audioholics, and today we're going to do a little unboxing, quick review of the Wyze headphones. These are active noise canceling headphones. I have two pairs of these actually. They sent me a pair and I got a pair on my own. So I've been using them, but I'm going to unbox these like they're new. These are new, brand new. So we have black headphones. Now, I'll just tell you, so the price on these, I think the pre-order was like $50 and the price on them now might be like $60, something like that. But basically these are really cheap. They're so cheap that I was expecting junk. So here I am opening these up and I'm telling you, like, this is aluminum, which is really nice. This is plastic, pleather, but it's high quality pleather. It actually feels like the same quality as what I'm used to seeing on a Bose, a Sony, or the NADs that go for like $300-400. So these don't feel like a $400 headphone, but they don't feel like a $50 headphone either. I would honestly peg the price point based on build quality alone at closer to $200-250. So build on these is really nice. Now in terms of accessories, these are a USB-C, if you can see that, port, which allows fast charging. They charge, I think, in like 10 minutes with a high enough powered USB-C port, and I've done that before, and it comes with a USB-C cable, but no plug, which is fine. Most of us have plenty of those around, and a 3.5 millimeter plug for direct connection. So you can bypass the Bluetooth. And by bypassing the Bluetooth, in theory, you would get better sound quality. So it comes with a soft case. I think that's one of the distinct differences between a high-end expensive headphone for $400 and these. Normally high-end headphones would come with hard cases. These are coming with a soft case, but to be honest, I like the soft cases. It's easier. And it's well made. So here's how you put them away. If I can actually get them put away. Anyway, there you go, drawstring. That's pretty good, right? Pretty small, easy to take with you. You can throw it in your bag. So as I mentioned, I actually have already started using these. And when I say using these, like, these are my regular headphones now. I've stopped using the NADs that I normally was using. I started using these actually as my regular headphones. The noise canceling on these is actually better than on the NADs. It's not quite as good as on the Bose and Sony top of the line headphones, but it's actually close enough that for many people it may be fine. Primarily it offers low frequency noise cancellation, which means that you're getting rid of a lot of the air noise that you hear from like air handling systems and that kind of stuff. You can still hear people talking. It's definitely muted enough that you wouldn't be able to hold an easy conversation that way, but you can definitely still hear people talking and some noises around you. But as a whole, it's some of the best noise canceling I've ever experienced on headphones under, let's say, $200, and on par with actually most of the headphones on the market, with the exception of the really good Bose and Sony headphones. So I think for most people, these would actually be fine. They're comfortable, they're pretty lightweight, they sound really good. So they hired Dolby engineers apparently, or some ex-Dolby engineers, to design these headphones. And I think that was smart because, to be honest, there's a lot of bad headphones in that price point with lousy noise cancellation, poor build quality, and to be honest, most importantly, really lousy sound. I mean, just really colored, veiled sound. So when I got these, I wasn't sure what to expect because they're pretty cheap. I mean, $50-60 is pretty cheap for headphones like this. And when I hooked them all up and started listening to them, they weren't perfect, but they sounded really good. I would definitely put them more on par with $200-300 headphones than $50 headphones. What I would describe them as being a little bit dark sounding. So the highs are just not quite as clear and extended as I would expect from a neutral sounding headphone. And the Bose have good bass, the Sonys have good bass, the NADs have exceptionally good bass. I mean, they almost sound like a system with subwoofers in it. It's so good. And these are not quite on par with that, except for that it has an app. And the app, it's actually the standard Wyze app, but within the standard Wyze app, once you've paired the headphones, and they show up, you can adjust the EQ among some other settings like the noise canceling level. And so one of the things you can do is you can boost the bass, you can boost the highs, and so you can change the timbre of these to be whatever you want them to be, and I found it really effective. It works really well. And so I do that when I'm using those. Now I brought a really cheap headphone. So at the time that my wife was pregnant, I wanted to get her something. I had the good, I think they are like $400 NAD headphones. The noise canceling was good, and I wanted to get her something. She's not that into this stuff, so I saw there was like a sale on these, but I think the retail price on these is about $50 or $60. These are an MPOW active noise canceling headphone. I don't remember the exact model, but they're on par price-wise with these. Now they went on sale, I think, for $30. I picked up a pair for her. I got them. It's all plastic. The quality isn't, the vinyl is bad. They're heavier than these. They're not as comfortable, but more importantly, the noise canceling sucks. It's noticeable, but it's really bad. And the chip that they're using has a lot of hiss. These actually are the quietest headphones I've ever used. I think some of the newest ones, I actually haven't tested the newest 700 series from Bose yet, but the older Bose ones and the newest Sony Mark III or Mark IV, now I forget, I've used the newest Sony one, whatever I think it's Mark IV now, are pretty close to what this is. I would say about equal. So, and when I say equal, I mean like you can't hear any hiss. Everything older than that though has audible noticeable hiss, including the NADs that I have. This had a lot of noticeable hiss, which I think is annoying. And so noise canceling doesn't work, has audible hiss, they're heavy and uncomfortable, build quality is poor, and the sound is awful, like some of the worst sounding headphones I've ever heard, to the point that basically these things are paperweights. We don't even use them. My wife, who could care less about any of this, doesn't even like them. My daughter won't wear them because they're uncomfortable, so waste of money. On the other hand, these are great. They sound really good. As I said, the sound is actually just adjustable if you don't like it the way it is. Build quality is outstanding for the price. Noise canceling is effective, and they don't have any hiss. They have USB-C, so they charge up really quickly. They have lots of features. In fact, let me just go to the box and go through all these crazy features. So it's Bluetooth 5.0 protocol. So we've got active noise cancellation, as I mentioned. It's very good, high fidelity sound. They really are. They're better than you'd expect. Transparency mode, which most headphones in this type, at least, at the higher price points have that. That's where you can turn on this mode so you can hear people around you. If I have any complaints, it would be I wish they would turn it up a little bit because it's hard for me to hear the voices of people around me, but it otherwise works well. I do think the one that's built into the NADs that I have are better. 20-hour playback time, which is totally legitimate. I basically charge these things every 3 to 4 days, and I use them every day in the evenings to watch TV shows, listen to music, things like that. Clear voice pickup. I've used them for calls. I tried using them on a Zoom call. It's definitely on par with the better headphones out there. I wouldn't say it's a replacement though for like a USB headset with a boom mic that goes out in front of your mouth. The sound quality was just a little off for some people. Comfortable fit, as I said, they are very comfortable. I like them. Alexa built in. I don't really use Alexa, but I've tested it, it works fine. Touch control, so you can touch the headphones, and when you touch the side, it pauses the audio for a moment, so you can put your hand over it and hear. I think it's actually this one. Hear people around you, which is nice. It's a sort of a convenient, natural way of doing things. And it also has a sensor so that if you take the headphones off, the video stops playing. Now, it's not perfect. What I found is that sometimes it'll stop playing, sometimes it won't. Sometimes I'll put them back on, it restarts the playback, sometimes it won't. So I don't know what the trick is, but to be honest, it's not that important feature for me. The fact that it even has it is kind of cool for, again, $60 headphones. It is compatible with other voice assistants. You just have to turn that on. Wireless Bluetooth 5.0 audio cable compatible, so stuff we already mentioned. So just as a recap for this is sort of a short review, but they work really well. I really like them. In my opinion, these are the best noise canceling headphones you can buy for $60. In fact, I think these are the best noise canceling headphones you can buy, short of the really high-end $300-400 ones from companies like Sony and Bose. I've just been really impressed with these, and if somebody put a name like NAD on them and sold those for $300, I wouldn't think they were a bad deal. That's how good I think these are. So the fact that they're selling for like $60 is outstanding. I mean, I'm really impressed by that. And I'm so impressed with their first effort in audio that I'm hoping that Wyze will actually start to do more audio products. You know, there's the Wi-Fi speakers, sound bars, other forms of headphones. There's a lot of things they could do, and I think within their ecosystem would work really well. So I'm hopeful that this is a sign of things to come, but if not, it's a great pair of headphones as is. So highly recommended. I plan to do another more technical review. So I'm gonna measure the frequency response of the headphones, and I'm gonna also measure the noise canceling, and I'm gonna compare it with a few others. Gene De La Sala actually has the Bose headphones in question, and I think it's a pair of, he has another pair, I forget the model now, but we're gonna have, I think, 3-4 pairs. I'll even throw in the cheap M-Pows so you can see how bad those are, the NADs, the Bose, and that way you'll be able to get a sense of how good the noise canceling is on these compared to different price point headphones, and the frequency response, we can make comparisons as well. So until next time, keep listening.